Doktor Bruno kanalına hoş geldiniz arkadaşlar. Bugün Hogwarts Legacy'nin 4. bölümündeyiz. Bir önceki bölümde hatırlarsanız sınıfımızdaki öğrencilerle tanışıyorduk. Müdür Weasley ile konuştuk. Şimdi derse giriyoruz. İlk dersimiz Sebastian.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the great poacher raid of 1878.
Yani koskocaman şey
No doubt
çocuğun
you've heard
üstüne
of it.
koyacaktı.
Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Leviosa.
A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now,
Güzel
let's
dedin,
practice
Profesör
what we've
Hecat.
just learned, starting with something small.
Bayan Hecat. Şimdi Leviosa.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Buyurdum.
Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember? Levioso. Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
Ha bunu. Tamam. Kaldır vur.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel using only Levioso,
Göreceğiz.
basic cast,
Hadi
and
bakalım.
Protego. You may begin.
This should be Levioso. This can't be your first duel.
Ne oldu lan?
I do enjoy a lively duel.
Levioso. Protego. Stupid Protego. Complicates things. Levioso.
If only
Ah,
all of
ah,
us students
ah.
were this adept.
Hayırdır o?
Watch your opponent for signs to attack or defend yourself.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat.
Teşekkürler
Glad to have the
Hecat.
opportunity to practice.
If what
Profesör
I've seen today
Hecat.
is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it,
Çok doğru.
and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
Tamam
So,
mı?
I'd advise you to keep
Tabii gelip de
practicing whenever
Goblin'i
you
kaldıracak
can.
halimiz yok.
Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Tamam da profesör.
All right, that's enough spectacle.
Revelio.
Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
Ne konuşacağım bununla?
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way.
Ben de
Didn't expect a new student
Ben
to
de
be so
Bruno Potter.
deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest
Yani.
duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Olabilir.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting
Yani
with you.
şey yaparım.
I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattle near the
Göreceğiz.
clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling.
Revelio.
I prefer to keep things friendly.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Burada gözüküyor ama ya.
Revelio.
Neymiş? Karanlık sanatlara karşı savunmak için asıl duran büyük ejder iskeletinin Profesör Hedget 1870'teki büyük kaçak avcılığı sırasında Doğu Galler en büyük kaçak avlanma çetelerinden birini tek başına yendikten sonra aldığı ödül iddia ediliyor. Seviyem yetmiyor.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Revelio.
Aşağıda mı acaba ya? Bir bakalım. Aşağıda böyle bir yer yok.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Yukarı çıkabiliyor musun burada? Tabii ki de buradanmış. Bir usta daha. Tılsım sınıfına gidecekmişim. Bir usta daha.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him.
Evet.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Teşekkürler.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you
Merhaba,
are
Nettie.
the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this
Professor
will be
Ronan.
a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with a passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Yani ben yeniyim.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Akıyor.
Akio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it.
Doğrudur
You
profesör.
might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an
Evet, bu dersi de
exceptionally lovely
bitirdik.
day, I was thinking that we might have
Akio
ourselves
ve
a little
Leviosa
excursion
öğrendik.
outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Problemimizi takip ettiğin neden o yeşil şeyler olması lazım. Onlardan galiba. Koleksiyon menüsünden gördüğün herhangi bir mesela trollü ya da başka bir şeyi zayıflıklarını öğrenebiliyorsun diyor. Evet.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Hadi bakalım. Adam evi yaptı da. Aa bu şey.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Benim için çocuk oyuncağı hocam.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your excellent control there. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing them up, splendid! Happens to the best of us. Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition.
Tamam
Miss
onu öğrendik.
Onai,
Bir
would
daha
you care
oynarsak
to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Watch this.
Akio.
evet Hayır. Abi şaka.
Lose your composure.
Here we go. That is how it's done.
Yapma ya.
Oh dear.
Aleykümselam Furkan, hoş geldin.
Let us see this.
Ya tekrar yapamıyor muyuz abi? Niye yanıma geliyorsun? Ha, hile mi yapacaksın? Vururum ağzını.
Phew.
Kaybettim abi ben.
Accio!
That's it.
Bir daha yapsak olmuyor mu? Olmuyor.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter.
Bayanlar
Focus
önde.
now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp. There we go.
Accio!
Excellent control there.
Watch this.
Adela yapama.
That is how it's done.
Hadi.
Well done.
50 puan.
Let us see this. Yes!
Accio!
İşte bu kadar.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
Ne oldu? Ha, ne oldu? Bu kadardı.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Beraber. Öğrendik. Bir şeyler öğrendik hocam. Seherbazlık bizim işimiz.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you.
Yani
Took me weeks to become proficient with
Nastya.
Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Tamamdır.
That's good
Anlamana
to hear.
sevindim.
It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Oo. Uganda ne kadar büyük?
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes,
Hogwarts'tan daha
bigger than
büyükmüş.
Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is
Bura
Ouagadougou a
nereye
castle
benziyor?
like Hogwarts?
Şato mu?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the
Kale
mountainside.
değilmiş.
I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before
Görmek
me.
isterim gelip.
This enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Uganda o sihir aynı
This
mı?
may seem an odd question,
Burayla.
but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. but I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however,
İlginç.
that I am growing quite fond of using a wand.
Aleykümselam kanka, hoş geldin.
Seems very dramatic.
Hoş geldin Bulut.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding
Teşekkür
school.
ederim.
Thank
Ben
you for asking.
iznini alayım.
I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Bruno wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Gidelim.
Of course.
A
you
word,
can use
if you
Accio
would.
on humans.
Profesör
You wanted
Ronan'ın
to speak with me, Professor.
seninle konuşmak
I
ister
did.
misiniz?
I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed
Teşekkürler
the match.
profesör.
Miss Onai
İzlemişimiz.
is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum.
Müfredat.
Expect to hear from me soon regarding a
Olabilir.
special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Evet. Şimdi buraya gelmek için de bu üstte mi?
Revelio.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
Got a peek at the prefect's bar.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack. Oh, fight! It's a bold attack.
Nereye gideceğim ya? Bura mıydı? Bura neresi?
Revelio.
Buradan aşağı inelim.
It wasn't Boot and it wasn't Flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Ha? Kedi. Oo, kırr kırr.
I adore spending sunny afternoons in the bar.
Revelio.
Yani buraları hep seviyeden dolayı giremiyoruz. Şimdi aşağı ineceğiz büyük ihtimal.
Get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sally.
Şu çıkışa gideceğiz herhalde.
If you put a foot wrong, it's just, well, there's a rather foul. Do you mind where you're stepping?
Revelio. Levioso. Accio.
Aki. Bir aşağıda ineceğiz. Dışarı çıkacağız büyük ihtimal ya.
Revelio.
Ruh emiciler ordusu ve kara büyücüleri Rajzita'nın bir fare patronus yaratarak ünlü bir şekilde kurtaran genç yetim büyücü İlyos'u tavsiye ediyor.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing.
Konuşalım profesörle bakalım. Ondan sonra buradan devam edelim.
Excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
Bildik. Fazla bizi.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I
Yeah,
heard
gayet
as much
güzel.
from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I
Yeah.
see.
Bir şey yok.
Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Söyledi profesörler. Yine de teşekkür ederim.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And
Teşekkürler
Mr.
profesör.
Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes
yine asamız
well
olacak.
with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon
Hadi bir
Alley.
yapalım bakalım.
We're fortunate to
Yapalım.
have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
Peki büyü nedir?
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain
İyiymiş.
more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Bana iksir dükkanı hakkında ne
Can you
söyleyebilirsiniz?
tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
Dursa Sharp. Tamam, gitmeye
I'm
hazırım.
eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Natty'yi
Excellent
tavsiye
choice.
ederim.
Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather
Rookwood?
unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow. if
Tamam,
you
dikkate
can.
alırım bunu.
Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Evet. İlk ödevini almak için profesörlerle konuşun. Ödevler ve profesörler tarafından size verilen tanımlarınızı size yeni büyüler ödüllendirir ve görev ödüllendirir. İlk görevin tamamlanmanın ödülü diğer görevlerini tamamlamak için gerekli olan onarım büyüsüne RP'ye olacaktır. Görev ilerlemeleri için görev menüsündeki takip edebilirsiniz. Tamam. Evet. Arkadaşlar, bu bölümde bu kadardı. Bir sonraki bölümde ilk ödevimizi yapacağız. Oradan da ana görevden devam edeceğiz. Beni izlediğiniz için teşekkür ediyorum. Videoyu başından beri izliyorsanız video beğenmeyi, kanala abone olmayı, zilleri açmayı, yorum yapmayı unutmayın lütfen.